Good morning, Jim Jam Gang. How are you? Can you see the way I'm waving?
George.
So will you be after lunch, before lunch?
Sam. Can you see the way I'm waving? Yeah, that's the royal wave, because we have a special guest here today, and she's actually going to help. She's actually going to help me explain something to you about grammar. It's not, this isn't just, you know, this isn't just gratuitous use
There you go.
of
Say good morning, Your Majesty.
Who said Her Majesty? I can hear someone say Her Majesty. This isn't just gratuitous use of cardboard cutouts. Good morning. Good morning, Your Majesty. How's your tooth? Were they both meant for me, Colette? Because that's really cute that you're calling me Your Majesty. When there's someone so much bigger in the room. So my tooth, yes, we'll start with that while everybody gets settled. All right. We'll start with the tooth thing, because there is something that I wanted to tell you. And that was this. I'm just going to mute everyone. And that was this. That was this. I went to the dentist yesterday. It was an emergency because I had a cracked molar. It was like, I wasn't breaching COVID rules. It was like, it was cracked because I bite down really hard on my teeth when I'm asleep for some reason. And so I went along to my dentist, and he reminded me of something that's really, really important, apart from brushing and flossing your teeth, all right, but something else that's really, really important. He is a really good dentist, and I hate the dentist, right? I don't like going there at all. I find it very kind of up close and personal, which isn't really my thing, right? And it hurts a bit sometimes. And I haven't been that great with my dental hygiene when I was younger. So it, you know, led to me having to do lots of horrible things with my teeth, right? And it costs money as well. But my dentist, right, this, I want to show you my dentist now, okay? This is an ad for his dental practice. His name is Dr. Tiv, that's him here, right? And this is Balnarring Dental Center, which is like on the Mornington Peninsula here. So his ads are always really silly. It says, possibly the happiest place on earth. And then there's Dr. Tiv with a rose in his mouth, right? And his wife, Darina, who's one of the best dental hygienists in the world. And then all of his staff with roses like that. And he is one of the silliest people I know. So when, and what he reminded me of yesterday was, it might be unpleasant doing dental work. It might be unpleasant for you, but he is always laughing. He's always joking. And when times are hard like that, making other people laugh is really, really, really good fun. And it's a really nice thing to do. And he reminded me of that. So that is Dr. Tiv. Big plug and a shout out for Dr. Tiv and the wonderful Darina. Anyway, so that's why I brought the Queen in as well, because she's quite silly too. In this version, obviously, I'm sure she's an incredibly serious person, but I wanted to bring the Queen in because yesterday we were talking about nouns and we were talking about verbs. Now, I want you to think of nouns in sentences as being like the royal family. Okay, they're the royalty of the sentences. They're the great, big, powerful, sort of important VIPs in a sentence. You can't have a sentence without the royal family. So here's the Queen, right? And they're kind of like, the nouns are the queens and kings and princes and princesses. Did she move there? Did you see that? Ooh. Anyway, the nouns are the kings, queens, princes and princesses of the sentences, right? But to give them their energy and make them move around and have things, we've got the verbs. So there's the Queen and her energy. Nouns and verbs, right? They are the really, really important parts of sentences. But guess what? Right, check this out. Guess what? See this book here? Has anyone ever read Robert the Rose Horse? It's a really, really beautiful book, right? It's about a police horse and he's allergic to flowers, okay? Which is kind of difficult, makes his job difficult. Anyway, he's called Robert the Rose Horse. Now that's a really big title, Robert the Rose Horse. In this story, do you think that the author who wrote this story, every time he talks about Robert the Rose Horse, does he say, Robert the Rose Horse did this, Robert the Rose Horse did that? Do you think that's what the author says? Robert had to look for work again. See, here it is. Robert had to look for work again. Does it go, Robert the Rose Horse looked and looked? Does it go, let me see another sentence with Robert the Rose Horse. Robert the rose horse looked and looked. It doesn't, does it? What he does is the author uses a stand-in word instead of saying this great big Robert the rose horse thing. Well, the queen, the king, all of the nouns in sentences also have stand-ins, right? So this is the stand-in, okay? Comes in place of having to say the noun word over and over again. So it's like, it's okay, Your Majesty, we're going to put you in lots of different sentences, but instead of saying Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom, right? Instead, we can just go she, right? We can just replace all of that with one word, she. And that is what a pronoun is. A pronoun is a word that stands in for a noun. Still makes you think of the noun, right? It's got to refer to something, okay? But the pronoun is the short word that we use to replace nouns in sentences. So that's what we're doing today. We're doing pronouns. Pronouns is our title. Now, here are some really, really, really common pronouns, right? I, you, he, she, it, we, you again, and they. They're really common. They stand in for lots of things, okay? Now, in the chat, what I want you to do is replace each one of these pronouns with somebody's name or any other noun, the name of anything. Go, see if you can beat me. I'm going to put some names next to I. And of course, the name I'm going to put is Lynn. What name are you going to put next to I? What noun can you replace the pronoun I with? It's got to be your name, right? When you're talking about yourself, it's got to be you. Write your name in. Seeing some really good names here. This is in the chat. Emlyn, Michael, brilliant. Patrick. Patrick who? All right. George, Hannah, yes, now we're getting there. Margot, good stuff. Maggie. So you can replace I with your name, or you could replace your name with when you're talking about yourself, right? All right. Now, imagine you're talking to someone else, okay? Whoever's in the room with you, or maybe someone that you've got to make up if you're alone, okay? Let's replace the word you with their name. So the person that you're talking to, that's you. So I'm going to pick someone who didn't put their name in. Alison. I can replace the word Alison with you. Alison, you are great. You are one of my favorite people. You belong with the Jim Jam gang. You see how that works? Yep, so we've got noun here and pronoun here. We can replace those words with a pronoun. They always make you think of a noun. All right, what have we got? Mel, Mum, Poppy, Lance, excellent work. Mum, Dad, Teddy. Look at all of these great nouns that we could replace with you. So do you say to your mum, Mum, I really like Mum. I would like Mum to make a sandwich. No, you don't, right? You go, Mum, I really like you, and I'd like you to make a sandwich, right? You. Okay, that's what pronouns do. That's all they do. They make you think of nouns. They stand in for nouns. You got that? All right, let's replace some he, she, it. Think about something that you're talking about. Like, I'm talking about Finn. Do I say Finn is in his bed? Finn looks really tired, but actually what Finn is a lazy dog, right? No, I say Finn is really tired. He's in his bed, and what he is a lazy dog. He's not, he's old. But I don't keep saying Finn, do I? I replace it with he pretty quickly as soon as we know who Finn is. That's what a pronoun does. Pronoun. Pro means for. It stands in for a noun. That's what pronouns are. It's so pacey. What are you doing? Yes, Mia, Dad, good stuff. So we could say, we could replace he with all of those things. Maybe not Mia, because that would be she. That's what you meant, right? Luke, and so on. Brilliant. Or it. If we don't know the gender, we say he or she or it. Yeah. If we're all talking about all of us, then I can collect us all together and I can say, we are having a lesson. We are having a lesson. Not, and then I can't just say all your names. So I've got a pronoun that will help me gather all of those up. And you know that I'm talking about all of us. We are having a lesson. We are the Jim Jam gang, right? That's another pronoun. Makes you think of a group of people, including the speaker, right? You can also use you, meaning lots of you. So if I say something like, you look amazing in your Jim Jams, I don't just mean one of you. I mean, all of you. You look amazing in your gym jams. You. Very good. And your Puma shirts. Very good stuff. All right. So, yes, look at all these things. Absolutely. These are words these are nouns that we can put in place of pronouns. And we can do it back and forth like that because now pronouns are just kind of nouns. The last one, if we're talking about a bunch of people or a bunch of things, we can say they. They are my friends. They are the best people in the world, and so on. What can you put in place of they? Well, if I'm talking about the Gym Jam gang, I can say they make me really happy, and I don't have to say all your names. That's what pronouns do. Them, I love that. Very good. That's another pronoun. Because guess what? You can actually change these pronouns a little bit to fit into the sentence. For instance, something that belongs to me, right? And me is another pronoun. Something that belongs to Lynn. When I talk about it, I say that is, what word am I doing? What word am I going to say next? Something that belongs to Lynn. I'll go, oh, don't touch that because that's, what word? Mine. Very good. Or even if I wanted to put the noun in, that's my dog. That's my cardboard cutout of the Queen. That's my best friend, right? My is a pronoun, just means Lynn's. Do you see how that works? Now look at your dragon sentence. You got your dragon sentence there? There's a pronoun in there. There's a pronoun that makes you think of the person that owns the dragon. Put a circle around that pronoun. What are you going to do? Oh, I need to get my dragon sentence up, don't I? Whoops. While you put your circle around the pronoun in that sentence, I'll get my dragon sentence. Did everybody do it? And once you've put your circle around it, the next thing I want you to do is actually above that circle, write in your name and apostrophe S. I'll show you what I mean in a second. I just got to get my my dragon sentence. Whoops. Did everybody do it? You can write what you wrote. Where is the pronoun in that sentence? Did you spot it? Did you write your name above it? Bum, bum, bum. I'll show you what I wrote, okay? Here it comes. Is everybody writing answers, Bonbon? Bonbon's doing her schoolwork. Bonbon, that's Imogen. That's another name for Imogen. She's doing her schoolwork today.
I don't know.
Can you see the chat?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Did anybody write what the pronoun was?
I'm not sure for like what.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been listening.
She's not paying attention, gang. She. Do you see how I said she there instead of Imogen? I used a pronoun. I used a word that was in place of that noun to make you think of that noun. You know I meant Imogen, right? All right, I'm going to share my sentence with you now. Here we go. Oh, wow. Look at you all. You just all did the right answer. That's amazing. How do you know this stuff? Have you done this before? You're kind of like experts. All right, so here's our dragon sentence. And yesterday, we did a couple of things. So I'll just catch up on those things so that my sentence looks like your sentence. We put a circle around dragon because that's a noun. A noun is the name of a person, place, thing, thought, feeling, or idea. So we've got dragon, teacher, and bridge. So those were all the things in there. And then we had a verb. Remember, verbs give the nouns their energy. I don't recommend drinking these things, by the way, they're terrible, but there was some lying around, not mine. Then we have the verb, ate, and the noun dragon did that action, so we will connect it like that. And that action went on to the teacher, so we'll connect it like that. And then I said, put a circle around the pronoun, and the pronoun is my. That stands in for whoever owns the dragon. And because it's your sentence, you own the dragon. So I'm going to write my name because I can't write Lynn, big green dragon. That wouldn't make sense. I actually have to do something to change that word a little bit so that sentence makes sense. I can't say Lynn, big green dragon. I have to say Lynn's. And I've added a suffix that looks like this, apostrophe S. So I hope you did that too, but you write your name. If you did, show me now. Georgie's big green dragon, Emmeline's big green dragon. Now, Cassie, I know that's probably your name, so I don't know your child's name, but and I'm trying to see it close up. Oh, why don't I stop sharing? That would be sensible, wouldn't it? All right, can I see it better now? Whoa, look at that. Wow, Margot's big green dragon. Oh, I'm trying to see Maggie's big green dragon. Excellent work. You just replaced a pronoun with a noun. Georgie's big green dragon, Emmeline's big green dragon. This is really good. You're so good at pronouns. You're so good at pronouns already. This is good stuff to know. Again, we can build more layers on top of that. Do you see how that works? Do you see how it works? It's so exciting. All right. So that's pronouns. Let me see. Okay, we're going to play a game. Going to play a pronoun. Yay, games. We're going to play a pronoun or noun game. All right, I'm going to write a sentence in the chat. Hope you can see the chat. And you tell me, did I start it with a pronoun or did I start it with a noun? Here's my sentence. I like dogs. What did it start with, noun or pronoun? Just type P or N into the chat. P or N. What was the first word there? Noun or pronoun? Oh my goodness. Everybody's typing P for pronoun. Very good. All right, how about this one? Dogs like me. Did I start that with a noun or a pronoun? Everyone's typing N. You totally know this. All right, here's a harder one for you. Here's a harder one for you, okay? Right, here's a big challenge now. I'm going to go, I like dogs again, right? But this time, what I want you to do is tell me what part of speech is the first word, what part of speech is the second word, what part of speech is the third word. Go for it. I like dogs. Part of speech, part of speech, part of speech. What are they? What's the first word? What's the second word? What's the third word? Write it in the chat. I, what is that? Like, what is that? Dogs. Oh my goodness, Colette, you're fast. Yes, PVN, it goes pronoun, verb, noun. Beautiful. Everyone's writing PVN. You are linguists, right? That is really good. That was perfect. All right, how about this? How about this? How about this? Dogs like me. What do we have here? Is it PVN as well? What are you going to write? What's the first word? What's the second word? What's the third word? Part of speech are these? Exactly. It goes noun, dogs, verb, like, me, pronoun. Do you see how that works? It's really good. You guys are amazing. Look at this. MVP. Everybody's writing this. MVP. Noun, verb, pronoun. Ooh, and Cassie's Maggie even put commas. Amazing. MVP, you got it. Okay, do you see how easy that is? It's actually really easy. Grammar is easy. It's easy peasy lemon squeezy, as I tweeted today. All right, I think that's enough. I think that's enough for now. We're not going to overcomplicate things, but tomorrow we're going to talk about some more noun servants, because guess what? Nouns have lots of servants. They have lots and lots of staff who do stuff for them. Today we learned about a specific one that comes in place of the noun. Pronouns, right? Noun, pronoun. But tomorrow we're going to learn about some different servants that nouns have. Don't fall on me, Queenie. All right, she didn't. Oh, she did. Right. Okay, wait a minute. That was a bit of an attack, wasn't it? I think she's trying to give me a kiss. All right. So, all right. Does anyone have any questions? Does anyone have any questions about today's lesson? Yes. Oh, no. I thought I saw a hand go up and then it went down. She's knighting me. Yes. Arise, Sir Lynn. Actually, I think I'd be called Dame Lynn, but there we go. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and definitely ask.
Excuse me, Lynn.
Yes.
And do you know where Chicken Nugget is?
Yes, I do. Chicken Nugget is at Sasha's house. Sasha lives somewhere else, so she's my daughter. She's 18 now, so she has her own place. Sometimes Sasha comes and stays, like in the last lockdown she did, but in this lockdown, because she needs to go to school, she's at her place. We will, though, have Chicken Nugget over again soon, but also, I'm glad you asked this, George, because Sasha, when she turned 18, also got a new birthday present. And do you know what it is? It's a ragdoll kitten. And it's a really nice cat. So we will introduce you to Dior. That's the name of the ragdoll kitten, as soon as Sasha's allowed over again. Thank you for asking. Does anyone else have? Yeah, the cat's new house. They're very spoiled. These cats, very, very spoiled. We bought a big 6-foot pink house for the cats yesterday. That's what you do in lockdown, right? Remember, you have to be silly. Okay, silly gets you through. Anybody got, where did you get the Queen? Well, I do believe it was the Plantagenets way back. No, sorry. I can't even remember what the family tree is of the Queen. I got the Queen from, I think they're called,
I'm looking it up.
right, something Cardboard Cutouts Australia or something like that. We have the Queen. We also have some other guests, and you might meet them.
It's
at some point.
lifesizecutouts.com.au.
Lifesizecutouts.com.au. She's yeah, that would be good. She's yeah. George says, will Harry and Meghan be making an appearance? Well,
Patrick.
I have a different Harry, and he might Sam knows what I'm talking about. I have a different Harry, and he might come and visit as well. We got a lot of visitors to get through, to be honest with you. All right, any other questions, comments? Remember to be silly today, okay? A much better Harry, absolutely. Sam, George, Sam. That was George. Okay. Yeah, we got through a lot. More servants tomorrow, I think. Don't forget to be silly, all right? And I mean, genuinely silly. It really helps. Really, really helps. I'm going to say goodbye. That was a really short lesson, but pronouns, it's a lot to think about. It's a lot to think about, okay? Don't forget to bring your dragon sentence tomorrow. We'll definitely do another lesson tomorrow. Pronouns are mega important, exactly. And I'm going to say goodbye. I will be, honestly, I'll be putting the video up really soon. I'll work on that today, okay? Everybody say bye, and I'll see you tomorrow, I hope.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you, Lynn. You're the best. Bye, George.
Bye, Patrick. Bye, everyone. You're all rock stars. Bye.
Yeah. Bye, Cassie. It's good to see you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Good to see you, Patrick.
Do you know each other?
No, I'm just being nice.
You're just being friendly, are you?
We do
Wait.
now.
Wait, I think I might know you. Cassie,
Yes.
I think I do know you.
From?
Sharing best practice?
No.
Are you on the... Listen, hey, I'm going to... Wait. Don't hang up. Don't hang up. You're on Facebook, aren't you, Cassie?
Yes, I am.
So I want you to check out a really, really great page called Lifelong Literacy, but there's another great page. I'm going to put it in right here, Sharing Best Practice. And Lynn is a group expert on that page. She shares stuff all the time. And if you just like hang out with us, it's really cool news. Anyway, I'm really annoying Lynn. I can see her face right now. She's about to explode. So what I'm going to say is, Cassie, have an awesome day. Awesome to see you.
Thank you. We'll join the page.
Ciao for
I
now.
possibly am.
He never really annoys me. All right. Now, are you sticking around, Patrick? You are, aren't you?
Yeah. I've got my cuppa here. I'm ready to Cassie's still hanging out, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to leave. Hang on.
All right,
I can remove you if you'd like.
Here we go.
See you, Cassie and Maggie. All right, it's me, you, and Imogen. Now, Patrick, don't use this as an advert for SBP. Their parents. They're a lot of them are parents. My audience is parents, and I don't acknowledge people that are coming on as sharing best practice type teachers and things like that. Okay, so that's not what this is for. Does that make sense?
Can I counter that?
Yeah.